right of we the people to protest and have law enforcement instructed under the inalienable rights of we the people, by the will of we the people, that they should not let anybody cross those picket lines until the strike is settled, because that's a public safety issue at hand. There is a we the people order at hand. But if you don't activate the law correctly from the position of we the people, then you are asking yourself to be stuck out of work for a prolonged period of time. The corporation will survive. They have the money that you don't to outlast you. They can shut down and lose the money and recover it as what's written in the laws by the corrupt priors. The company can recover its losses through tax exemptions and various other means. Capital gains loss taxes. They can recover that money that they're losing, but it's going to be more difficult for the worker to recover the money. Therefore, we need a fair and balanced contract for the worker, and we would need a bonus sufficient enough to compensate the worker for being off this long, having to fight this fight because of the corruption in the people they sent to fight for them being willing to throw them under the bus and sell them out. So if you take the survey that's on my page, and I'm going to repost it to the top of my page, take the survey. If you agree, check the first box. If you disagree, check the second box. This is a tentative proposal from the prime stakeholder in all of the three corporations, Ford, Chrysler, and GM, to make the contract more balanced for the worker. The workers, it's enough of that worker suffering and worker struggle. And the corruption in the union, those who get those positions, the union need to be restructured. You don't get a position because you want to sit on your ass. Stop putting people there that's trying to be comfortable and put fighters there. You know, put people there like David Michael or Kelly Michelle. You know, stop putting them people in there that's clueless. Go ask any of them, what do we do? What are we supposed to do now according to the laws of this land? What we supposed to do? And they're going to look at you like, strike? No. They don't know the law. They don't know how to protect the people. They don't know how to activate the law on the behalf of the people. It is the responsibility of the Labor Review Board to ensure safe work practices in the contract negotiations between worker and company. It's to keep the corporations from becoming so strong that they overpower the people and keep you into a perpetual slave class. They only answer to Congress. The International Labor Review Board only answer to Congress. And since they only answer to Congress, that means they only answer to the collective body of the people. With your picket signs for your local, you should be stressing that every person with a job is affected by this event. It needs to be reflected as we the people are workers, and UAW represent workers. Therefore, UAW represents all workers. The McDonald's workers, the dollar store worker, the gas station worker. The General Motors contract is the canary in the cave of the miners. Let's check the weather. Let's see if it's time to establish justice or if it's time to disrupt the peace. It's not difficult. The companies want to compensate the people, but the company's been instructed not to do business as usual. It has to be different. It has to be out in the open. All them secret meetings and contract negotiations, the people had no demands. International got a list from the people of demands from various locals and went down there, and they did not issue a demand because they don't know what the people worth. If you don't know what you're worth, you don't know what to ask for. What this proposal has in eight issues to start the negotiations, but it's up to the workers to be creative and fair with the company they work with, to make the company treat them fairly, but not try to sink the company. Most workers love the company they work for, but they don't like being mistreated, and they don't like being undercut on their wages. You have people that can't retire now, like Doug, our final, can't retire. You got to work a couple more years to get a little bit more money to have enough to retire. This is insanity. This is insanity. You know, give him a benefit package that'll help him in his retirement. They have no more pension plan. Well, there's a remedy for that, and that's going to be proposed later. Right now, the remedy is the 100-monkey effect with the striking workers before you can reach critical mass in the minds of the people that this is not a game and that the worker is serious about getting his cut. If the worker not serious about getting his cut, how will he ever get it? So, from a working class, blue collar father, you know, he gave me his 25th anniversary ring of working as a UAW worker. And when it comes to these workers and me having the position I have from my mother line as a priest, a Vadum priest entering into the order of Melchizedek, I am the only graduate right now of the Galactic Council Melchizedek School of Priesthood. I'm the only one. Now go back and find out who the other two was prior, and then you'll be on my level when you know who that is. This has to be corrected. I gotta do it. In the interest of justice, fairness, and balance, I gotta fix it. Ain't nobody else here to fix it. I'm the one sent. Like it, don't like it. Accept it, don't accept it. You can't change it. Until the people realize that I'm the only one can fix it, they'll be running around chasing their tails in confusion. I'm gonna fix it when y'all wake up, because this is the only way we gonna ascend. If y'all don't wake up, you won't ascend, but everybody that wake up gonna handle their business. This is time for everybody that look like me to stop fighting y'all each other. Let's lay it down the way it's supposed to be laid down. I done went in and got all of this shit. I got 360 spiritual keys, 360 earthly keys. I answered all the questions of all the masters. I solved all the riddles. I did it all. I'm the master of the day of judgment. And anybody that came through me passed judgment. We have been judged so that you can be free. So if the worker understand what I'm telling you, the supporter of the worker activate the mastermind effect. All we have to agree, just say, I agree, every worker should be treated fairly and compensated justly for his work. Because the book say, for each man according to his work, and to each man according to his deed shall he be rewarded. So if a person work, he should get what he earned. He ain't asking for no extra. He ain't asking for you to give him. No, the worker don't mind Mary Bear making all that money. They don't care. If they have a CEO that represent the people, like she do, y'all gonna find out that she was doing these lowball offers to protect the interests of the worker. She come from a working class background. Go and investigate. Right? And Michael and James on board, they understand the struggle and what we are trying to get past. When the people take the survey gonna tell when the people ready. It's just that simple. When 100 UAW workers take it, it's just gonna start taking off. Everybody gonna start taking it. And we are trying to attain what you call critical mass awareness of the populace of the people. It's critical mass awareness of the populace of the people. The more people understand that this is the time to balance the scales of justice and say, I agree to balance the scales of justice at every level, it's over. It's over. Balance this shit. I'm going to do it for the auto workers out the gate because that's the canary in the cave. That's the red alert that justice has arrived and all wickedness must flee. Right? So the survey is not difficult. It's only 8 questions. The first column is agree. The second column is disagree. These are tentative talking points to open the negotiations. That's all they are. The workers will be instructed on how to assemble and get a reasonable, extensive contract, but only the chairmen will be in the negotiating committee from all of the locals. We will not be using international sellout committees. They out of there. So the new negotiating committee is going to be directly the chairman of every local. So every local going to know when they send their chairman down, it's not going to be no secret. The chairmen are going to elect a spokesperson from among themselves that's going to speak up for the people. We're not using no outsiders anymore to negotiate our contracts. When the people understand what's being done, we lay it down, and then they're going to give us everything we ask for. They're going to give us everything we ask for because we already own that shit. That's what y'all not getting. If I own it, you own it. We already own that shit. That's why I took controlling stock shares with my inheritance. I took controlling stock shares so everybody can get a fair cut of the pie. None of that big eye little you shit. That shit over with. Right? All we got to do is agree to balance the scales at every level. We tired of this bullshit. We tired of the racism, the sexism. We tired of the hate, political divide, religious unrest. For what? Ignorance. That's what. To enforce ignorance. So now, what do you do and where do we go from here? If this video and this survey goes viral in 24 hours, the strike will cease. All 3 CEOs will appear in Orion Assembly to balance the contract on the news openly. It'll be live. And they don't have to satisfy me. They go to kicker. I just offer 8 starting points. 8. That's just to get us on the same page. Because y'all don't even know what International was offering. That's not acceptable. So you start with the people. How y'all doing? I'm not being rude. I'm just... So you start with the people. And you let the people know where their power is. But if you don't know how to use power, it's useless. We got the power. The people got me. And I, being the graduate of the Melchizedek priesthood, gives me first claim of right to everything on earth. Right? And I'm the type of person that I think that the wealth ought to be shared. Because Mama said that the greedy will starve out the needy. I ain't greedy, and I don't believe in starving people out. So we're going to put an end to the greed of the greedy. That corporate greed to suck all that money out the people's mouth. People want to just live their life. Don't nobody want no extravagant bullshit. They just want to live their life how they want to live it. Some people want to live lavish, some people don't. Everybody got a different level. Everybody got a different degree. Let everybody live their life unrestricted. But don't take your position of power and abuse the people. Because then you got to bring up somebody like me that it could get bad fast if the people not treated fair. It can get bad fast when the people not treated fair. And so we had to figure out a way around this beast. These imposters, these invaders that came in, which will be another video for another time. Right now I'm focused on the workers. So here's what you do. Share this video. Take the survey and share it. And we can end the contract in 24 hours. And all 3 CEOs will be in Orion, Michigan, prepared to compensate the workers justly and fairly. This is already decided that we'll do it if the people can come together and want change, a positive change. That's why we didn't do it with bullets and bombs this time. That's why we didn't do it with bullets and bombs. That's just more bullets and bombs to come. Right? Live by the gun, you die by the gun. This the peaceful way. Play it by their rules, but win their game. Know their rules better than they know their rules. So I learned their rules. Play their game better than they play their game. So I outplayed their game. I won. I took all the tests and I passed. In street terms, that would make me the baddest motherfucker ever born. It's the simplest way to put it. They not going to keep mistreating the people. It's just as simple as that. Then, when you share the video, attach to it the survey after you take it. Make it go viral. Watch the strike end in 24 hours. If this video go viral, the strike will end in 24 hours, and Mary Barra would announce her, Mike, and James will be down there at Orion to adjust the contract on behalf of the people. We done already told y'all, all of the ones in the know that know how to read the signs already understand what I'm talking about. But those who have not attained that level to understand the signs and how to read them, this is what you call coup de grace in French, or what they would call the Great Conquest in English, what they would call the Great Armageddon in religion. This is the grand finale, the big conclusion to this evil shit. I had to be the one to take all of the tests and pass it. I did not expect to be the man. I just thought I was going to be the help. Shit. I probably wouldn't have did it if I thought I was going to be the man. I thought I was going to be the help. Because I like to help a motherfucker, but goddamn, no motherfucker going to help me. That's a bad position to be in, to be the man. The motherfucker that want to help everybody, but don't nobody want to help. That motherfucker. That's me, but I don't want to be that. That's fucked up shit. You the baddest motherfucker. Want to help everybody, but don't nobody want to help you. Fuck, what kind of shit is that? Wow. 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 I didn't want to be the man. I couldn't help it that I was just that goddamn good. That they couldn't, I was unfuckwittable. I couldn't help that. That wasn't my fault. I got that from my mama. Or my daddy. Or my mama. Or my daddy. I don't know. Maybe a combination of the two made me unfuckwittable. But watch what happened when this video go viral. When this shit go viral, Mary Barra gonna say we're gonna beat him down there in the to Orion Assembly Plant, and we're gonna fix the contract, and we're gonna compensate the people. Auto workers understand Mary Barra is down for the worker. I made contact with her months ago. We know what's up. They already know what's up. They know who to talk to. So y'all can leave me on the sideline, and y'all got the baddest motherfucker ever born that own this shit fighting for the worker. Y'all can leave me on the sideline. Y'all can just go on and win this shit by the end of the week. That's your options. Use me, win by the end of the week. Don't use me, and I don't know what the hell gonna happen. I can sit sideline and don't nothing happen, or use me, be over the end of the week. I'm just saying. I don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all, I'm here. I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. I know all the laws. I'll tell y'all what to do. I can show it to you in the books. I can give you all the references you asked for. Yep. Took me 35 and a half years to get them goddamn references built up. That's why Hiram had to take 35 years to be raised. He had to have enough references to reference the reference that he gave your ass. Because y'all don't believe fat meat greasy. This is the grand finale. So, I'm going to go over it again. All three CEOs are holding out in favor of the worker. The worker will be justly compensated when the worker understands that a single voice, as we the people, from all workers across this country, we all have to be willing to get justly compensated for our work. Everybody will be part of a workers' union. There will be no more of that right to work bullshit to undermine the rights of the people to work and to protest unfair wages, health care, and other benefits that we may not currently be aware we will need in the future. We can't have that. Or we might as well just go back to 1772 and start back having slaves. This is not going to happen no more. It's my watch now. And the corporations will not suffocate the man, the little man. He will not suffocate.